Ghost Tower by Colton Dennis. When a group of friends go on a cross-country trip, their situation goes downhill. So they decide to spend the night in an abandoned tower. But they aren't the only ones there. 1971 GHYST Tower. Footsteps walking. Door opens. People talking. Jessica appears, then clears her throat. Welcome everyone to the third week of GHYST Tower. Today, we are going to continue with the paperwork. I'll be right back, said Jessica. Door opens. Elevator dings. Jessica walks onto the elevator. Hello, Jessica, said Steve, appearing in a wheelchair. Hello Steve, how was your leg surgery? Asked Jessica. Fine. Elevator dings. Have a good day, said Steve, getting off the elevator. Footsteps walking downstairs. Axe is being put down. Jason appears, then walks towards the shelf. The door closes, then locks. Jason picks up papers. The gas tank falls, then seeps out. Jason walks toward the door. The door handle shakes. Help, help, said Jason. Gas seeps toward the furnace. Fire snaps. Gas catches on fire. Jason walks back downstairs, then grabs the axe. Fire gets to other gas tanks. Gas tanks explode. Jason burning. The alarm goes off. Elevator stop. Jessica falls to the floor of the elevator, then presses the button. Hello, hello, said Jessica. People are running out of the tower. Steve stops at the elevator. Button gets pressed. Steve goes down the hallway. Cracking noise. Steve stops. The floor beneath Steve breaks. Steve rolls down, then gets his head decapitated by the floor above. The elevator door opens. Jessica jumps to the floor, then sees an exit. Footsteps walking. Ceiling tiles break. Jessica falls. Wires hanging then spark. Jessica stands up, laughs, and then slowly walks away. The ceiling tiles break again. Wires fall, then electrocute Jessica. Jessica falls. 2009 today. Car driving. Radio playing. Car stops. The speaker button gets pressed. Hello, Sheldon, said Miley. Open the gate, babe. Gate opens. The car drives through, then stops. Door opens. Come on, Miley, the others are waiting. We need to get going, said Sheldon. Trunk opens. The suitcase gets placed in the trunk. I'll be home Monday, Mom. It's only 3 days. I love you, said Miley, hugging Mrs. Krieger. Car drives away. Miley smiles at Sheldon. Ready for the trip? Asked Sheldon. Yep, where's the others? Asked Miley. Waiting at the motel. We're staying there tonight. Then get a fresh start tomorrow morning, said Sheldon. People talking. Car driving in the distance. Here they are, said AJ. The car pulls into the parking lot, then turns off. Doors open, then shut. Hey, bad news. We can't stay here tonight. Their rooms are full, said Jake, appearing. Then where will we stay? Asked Miley. I know, how about GHYST Tower? Said David, appearing. Isn't that place closed? Asked Kurt. Yeah, but me, Cheech, Jake, and Victor go there all the time. It's also supposed to be haunted, said David. Let's go, said Miley. Sheldon thinks, then hums. It's the only place now. Let's go. Lead us, David, said Sheldon. Cars drive, then pull into the parking lot. Doors open, then shut. All talking in amazement. How do we get inside? Asked Miley. Follow us, said David. All walking. Victor, if you please, said Jake. Victor pulls out the knife, then slowly pulls out the vent cover. There, said Victor. Hurry before someone sees, said David. All crawling through the vent. How far do we go? Asked Sheldon. Until you see a blue sock, said David. I found it, said Miley. Now, there shouldn't be a vent. Jump down, said David. All jumping into the office. What now? Asked Sheldon. We find a place to sleep, said David. All walking into the hallway. Jason appears in the mirror of the office, then disappears. Andrew looks, then continues walking. Footsteps walking. Let's all sleep in here. All walking into the room. So you know. The bathrooms don't work. So, we use these buckets, said David. 11 p.m. AJ groans, looks, and then sees the door open. Hey Dave, did anyone leave the room? Asked AJ. No, we're all together. Anyway, the door was locked, said David. Well, it's opened now. And if it were locked, someone else might be in here, said AJ. David sits up. Both AJ and David are looking at the door. I'll shut it, said David, walking towards the door. Shadow moves past the door. David stops. Dave, someone is out there, said AJ. David reaches for the door handle. The door slams shut. All wake up. What's going on? Asked Sheldon. The door slammed shut, said David. I thought it was locked, said Miley. It was, said David. So, how would it unlock? Asked Kurt. I don't know, said David. Footsteps walking in the hallway. Shhhhhh. Listen, said Sheldon. Footsteps get closer, then stop. Is someone out there? Asked Kurt. Sheldon walks towards the door, moves the shade, and then sees nothing. No one's out there, said Sheldon, looking at the group. Jessica appears by the door. All gasp. Sheldon looks. Jessica smiles, then disappears. Sheldon walks backwards. Was that a ghost? Asked Andrew. Dave, didn't you say this place was haunted? Asked Sheldon. I thought they were joking. I didn't know, said David. I think we should leave, said Andrew. I think that's a good idea, said Sheldon. Door opens. All walking into the hallway. Where's the vent? Asked Miley. I believe it's this way, said David. All walking. David points. All continue walking. Wait, are you sure? Because I don't remember this hallway, said Sheldon. Yeah, I don't either, said Miley. Well, this is the way, because we made 2 lefts and a right, said David. Wheels squeaking. All look down the hallway. Squeaking is getting louder. Steve appears in a wheelchair. Slowly move backward, said Sheldon. All turn the corner. Jason appears with an axe, then smiles. What now? Asked Kurt. Sheldon sees the stairwell, then points. All running into the stairwell, then upstairs. Door opens. All running through the door. Wires wrap around Kit's leg. Kurt gets pulled down. All grabbing Kurt. Help, pull me, said Kurt. The door in the stairwell slams shut, then echoes. All stop shouting. Footsteps walking upstairs. Get him out of there, said David. All pulling Kurt. Wires tighten. Kurt groans. Lights flickering. Jessica grabs Kit's leg. All look into the stairwell. Jessica appears, smiles, and then pulls Kurt into the stairwell. Door shuts. All pounding on the door. Blood splatters onto the window. All gasp. We need to get out of here, said Miley. Yeah, and fast, said David. Shelton is looking down the hallway. Miley approaches Shelton. Shelton, are you all right? Asked Miley. We need to leave, said Shelton. I know, said Miley. No, I mean, we need to leave this spot. Look, said Shelton. All look. Jason appears, then smiles. What do we do? Asked Andrew. Try any of the doors. The door handles jiggling. Jason starts walking toward the group. Hurry up, quickly, said Shelton. Door opens. Over here, said Andrew. All running into the room. Jason swings an axe. Door shuts. Thudding against the door. What do we do? Asked Miley. I don't know, but let's ask David, said Shelton. What? Asked David. You knew this place was haunted. You said it yourself. And I want to know why, asked Shelton. Why what? Asked David. Why'd you bring us here? Because I know that you lied about the motel. There wasn't anyone there. So, you decided to bring us here, said Shelton. Why would I do that? Asked David. Because you're the only one who knows my secret, said Shelton. What secret? Asked Miley. I'm adopted, and that lady was my mother. Jessica Campbell. Campbell is my surname. I found that out when someone named David Long Sr. gave me papers. And I became friends with his son. David Long Jr., said Shelton. So, what are you saying? Asked Andrew. What I'm saying is, David, here, set us up. And he also had help. Isn't that right, Cheech, Jake, and Victor? Asked Shelton. All four laugh. You're a lot smarter than you look, said Victor. Tie them up, said David. Both Jake and Victor tie up all 5 of them. I only have one question. How'd you know? Asked Cheech. Well, David's last name is Glenn. Rearrange the letters. You get Long, said Shelton. But why are the ghosts after us? All 4 laugh. Why is that funny? Asked Miley. I'll let Shelton tell you, that's if he knows. Shelton thinking. Well, I guess not. I'll tell you. It started in 1971. Jessica Campbell and David Long Sr., my dad. They liked each other. Until the end of the relationship. She cheated on my dad. With 2 people who worked with her and my father. Steve Zylvazier and Jason Gwing. So, my father decided to do the right thing. He planted gasoline tanks in the basement. Then killed them for revenge, said David. So, your dad killed them. Why do you need us? Asked Miley. Because his mother and the other 2 want us. For their revenge, we also found out there's treasure here. So, here's the deal. Help us find it? And we'll let you go, said David. All right, we'll help, said Shelton. Good. You and Victor will stay here. Watch them. Me and Jake will continue digging. And we'll bring him along, said David. All 4 pull out guns. Door opens. All 3 walk out of the room. Door closes. Footsteps walking. What way? Asked Shelton. Keep going straight. Lights flickering. All three stop. "Jake, stay close," said David. All three continue walking. Shadow moves down the hallway. Jake looks. "David, did anyone else die here?" asked Jake. "No, why?" asked Jake. "Who's that?" asked Jake. All three look, then see a dark figure. The lights go out. Shelton punches David, then runs. Jake continues looking at the dark figure. David groans, then stands up. Jake. Wind blowing. A dark figure transforms into a zombie. The zombie attacks Jake. "Jake," said David. Zombie looks at David. David runs. Tapping on the door. Cheech walks toward the door. The shade goes up. Steve appears. "It's one of those ghosts," said Cheech. "Well, they can't get inside. Unless there's a way. So, we don't have to worry," said Victor. AJ is looking around the room. The ceiling tile moves. Jessica appears. "Miley, over there," whispered AJ. All look. Jessica crawls into the room. Both Cheech and Victor are standing next to each other. Jessica crawls towards Miley, gets face to face with her, and then places her hand on her head. Miley gasps. 1971, 38 years ago. Jason, Jessica, and Steve are laughing. Faint voice. "I like you, Jason," said Jessica. "I like you too," said Jason. Both Jason and Jessica are kissing. Clothes falling onto the floor. Jessica moaning. Elevator dings. Jessica appears on the elevator. David Long Sr. appears, walks onto the elevator, and then rips Jessica's clothes. "Get off me," said Jessica. David Sr. laughs. Elevator dings. Steve appears, then punches David Sr. David Sr. grabs Steve's leg, pulls out a knife, and then stabs both of his knees. "Ow," said Steve. "See you later," said David Sr. Miley gasps, then breathes heavily. "Are you all right?" asked AJ. David lied. His father never had a relationship with Shelton's mother. Shelton's mother had a relationship with the janitor. "We need to get out of here," said Miley. "How?" asked Andrew. A corner door opens. All four look. Steve appears, points, then waves. Cheech and Victor continue talking. "Hurry," said Miley. All four are running. Cheech looks. "They're running," said Cheech. Both Cheech and Victor run. Jason appears. Both Cheech and Victor stop. Jason smiles. Both Cheech and Victor step backwards. Jason stops smiling, then disappears. "What happened?" asked Victor. "I don't know," said Cheech. Lights flickering. A dark figure appears. "What's with the lights?" asked Victor. Cheech looks at the mirror, then walks towards it. "Look at this, my reflection," said Cheech. Cheech's reflection transforms into a giant cobra. Both Cheech and Victor continue staring at the giant cobra. A giant cobra comes through the mirror and then eats Cheech. Victor walks backwards into the dark figure, then turns around. A dark figure transforms into a gladiator. Sword gets pulled out, then decapitates Victor. Footsteps running. Door opens. David sees the vent, then starts climbing. Shelton grabs David, then pulls him back into the office. "You bastard," said Shelton, punching David. Footsteps running, then stop. "What way now?" asked AJ. "Let's try this way," said Miley. All four start walking. Jonathan gets poked. "Stop it," said Jonathan. All three look at Jonathan. What's wrong? asked Andrew. A dark figure appears behind Jonathan. All three are staring in shock. What? asked Jonathan. Behind you, said Andrew. Jonathan turns around. A dark figure transforms into a ninja. Jonathan continues staring. All three are running. Ninja swings katana, then splits Jonathan in half. Shelton gets kicked, then punched. You're so pathetic. I don't even know why we're friends. Lights flickering. David stops. Who's there? The lights stop flickering. David laughs. Those ghosts are pathetic too. Even your mother, said David. Jason appears. Shelton stares at Jason, then smiles. I always wanted to say this. Go to hell, said Shelton. Gun cocks. David smiles, then gasps. An axe appears through David's chest. Bastard, said David, falling. Footsteps running. Miley stops at the doorway. Oh, my God. Both AJ and Andrew are running back. David was right, there is a treasure, said Miley. Gold appears. Shadow appears on the wall. It's coming, said AJ. Let's hit it, said Andrew. It's a ghost, said AJ. Shadow is getting closer. Miley grabs a shovel. All hiding around the corner. Miley swings a shovel. Shelton ducks. Gun cocks. Geez, are you guys all right? asked Shelton. Yeah, you, asked Miley. Shelton nods. Where's Jonathan? asked Shelton. He didn't make it, said AJ. Oh, David was right. There is a treasure, said Miley. Shelton looks into the room, walks inside, and then picks up the coin. Figure appears underneath gold. What the? Come help me guys, said Shelton. All four are uncovering the skeleton. Is that a skeleton? asked Andrew. Shelton notices the necklace and picks it up. This was my mother's. If she's here, so are the other two, said Shelton. Coins are being moved. Two other skeletons appear. But if there's four ghosts, where's the other skeleton? asked AJ. Miley has a flashback. David Sr. puts gas tanks on the bottom shelf. The furnace door opens. Fire starts. Gas tanks explode. Jason burning. Shadow walks past. Steve stops. Floor breaks. Steve gets decapitated. Shadow passes Steve's head. Jessica runs. Wires electrocute Jessica. Shadow is walking toward Jessica's body. Evil laughter. The hood gets taken off. David Sr. appears. Miley gasps. Are you all right? asked Shelton. There isn't a fourth ghost. It's David, said Miley. But David's dead, said Shelton. No. David dash, said Miley, being interrupted. All four gasp. A dark figure appears. Now, you four will help me. Carry the coins to my car. And I'll let you live, said David Sr. I just have one question. Why? asked Shelton. Why? Because your mother and Jason loved each other. But she deserved me. So, when I found out about them, I took it into my own hands. So, I killed them, and then I discovered the treasure. But people kept coming in every night. And the three ghosts kept scaring my help away. But the ghosts won't kill me. Because I have this necklace, said David Sr. All right, you win, said Shelton. Good, said David Sr. Shelton spin kicks the gun out of David Sr.'s hand. Gun slides to the doorway. David Sr. laughs. "Come in, David," said Shelton. Both David Sr. and Shelton are fighting. "Let's go," said AJ. All three get to the doorway. "You go." "I'll stay," said Miley, picking up the gun. Both AJ and Andrew are running. David Sr. punches Shelton, pulls out the knife, and then raises it. Footsteps running. Lights flickering. Both AJ and Andrew stop. Wheels squeaking. Steve appears. Both AJ and Andrew start running. Light goes out, then turns back on. Jessica appears in front of both AJ and Andrew. "This way." Jason grabs A.J's arm. "Keep running, Andrew," said AJ. Wires wrap around A.J's leg. AJ screams. Andrew continues running. "The vent," said Andrew, climbing into the vent. Jason swings the axe, then misses Andrew's legs. Andrew crawling. Jessica's hand grabs Andrew by the throat. Andrew is gasping for air. Shelton grabs David Sr.'s arm. Knife is getting closer to Shelton. Miley aims a gun at David Sr.'s necklace. Gun fires. Necklace breaks. Jason, Jessica, and Steve disappear. Andrew coughing. "My necklace, what have you done?" said David Sr., running towards Miley. Gun clicks. David Sr. swings a knife. Clanging sound. Miley looks. Axe appears. David Sr. looks to his left. Jason appears, then smiles. "Shelton," said Miley. Shelton runs towards Miley. David Sr. walks backwards, then bumps into Steve. "No, please, guys. I'm sorry." Lights flickering. Jessica appears. Jessica. Wires wrap around David Sr. Both Miley and Shelton start walking. "Shelton, help," said David Sr., turning into a skeleton. "Let's get out of here," said Shelton. Both Miley and Shelton are crawling out of the vent. Andrew coughing. "Hey, are you two all right?" asked Andrew. "Yeah, you asked Shelton." "Peachy, could we go home and don't take any detours either?" said Andrew. "Deal," said both Miley and Shelton. All three are laughing. Vent appears, then the office, then the dock door. The dock door opens. Portal appears. Evil laughter. The end. Ghost Tower 2, Ghost World by Colton Dennis. After the incident in GHYST Tower, 5 ghosts come out and try to take over our world. Will the world be safe? The alarm clock goes off. Shelton Campbell appears, then groans. "Honey, get up." The alarm continues to beep. Shelton rolls over, turns off the alarm clock, groans, and then sees blood. "Miley, Miley." A blood trail leads downstairs. Footsteps walking. The blood trail leads into the kitchen. Miley appears on the kitchen floor. Miley. "I don't feel a pulse." 911 phone being grabbed. Buttons are being pushed. The phone hangs up. Shelton sees glasses, picks them up, puts them on, then looks around. Miley, the phone. Shelton looks down. Phone's gone. Giggling behind Shelton. Shelton looks. Sewing Susie appears. "No," said Shelton, echoing. Footsteps walking. Phone ringing. "Hello, yes, I know Shelton Campbell." "Yeah, no. I'll be right there," said Michael Campbell, appearing. The car stops then turns off. The door opens and then shuts. You can't go any further, said Officer 1. I'm his brother. Michael walks up the staircase. Hello, I'm Michael Campbell. Where's my brother? Asked Michael. Michael, it's me, Lacey Wills, said Lacey. Oh, hey, where's my brother? Asked Michael. Could we talk in the kitchen? Footsteps walking. Sit down. Both Lacey and Michael sit. Listen, Michael, your brother Shelton and his wife Miley were killed. Someone sewed their eyes and mouths shut, said Lacey. Michael sighs. Did he leave me anything important to me? Asked Michael. Actually, yes. Lacey pulls out the box. This is for you, said Lacey. Michael grabs the box and then opens it. A book and glasses appear. Glasses and a book. Well, he never liked books. And he never needed glasses, said Michael. Well, I think you should go home. Take a nap, then come back in the morning, said Lacey. Yeah. Lacey stands up. Lacey, do you want to come over? I really don't want to be alone, said Michael. I can't, me and my husband are going out. I'm sorry, said Lacey. Car stops. The door opens and then shuts. Keys jingling. Michael stops, turns around, and then sees GHYST Tower in the distance. Footsteps walking. Hey Michael, said Eugene. Hello Eugene and Ashley, said Michael. We heard about Shelton. Sorry about that, said Ashley. Thanks. Are you going inside? Asked Michael. Yeah, come on, sweetheart, said Eugene. Door opens. Both Ashley and Eugene walk into the apartment building. Ashley stops, opens the door, and then kisses Michael on the cheek. Sorry, said Ashley, running into the building. Michael chuckles, then walks towards the car. The door opens and then shuts. Michael looks at the box, opens the lid, picks up a pair of glasses, then scoffs. Why do you need glasses? Michael puts glasses on, then looks into the rearview mirror. They look cool. A shadow moves past the rearview mirror. Hello, said Michael. The door slowly opens. Michael gets out, then looks around. Clinging sound. Michael slowly walks around the car. Nibs appears. Michael looks in shock, then takes off his glasses. Nibs disappears. Michael puts his glasses back on. Nibs reappears. Door opens. Ashley walks out. Michael, you want to join us for dinner? Michael continues staring at Nibs. Michael. Ashley starts to walk. Nibs looks. Michael runs upstairs, picks up Ashley, and then runs into the building. Door shuts. Michael, what's going on? Asked Ashley. Nibs appear next to the door. We need to get your father. Then get out of this building, said Michael. You didn't answer my question, said Ashley. You wouldn't believe me. Ashley sighs. Fine, you want to know. There's a ghost right in front of the door, said Michael. Yeah, right, said Ashley. Here, put these on and continue staring right here, said Michael, handing glasses. Ashley puts glasses on. Nibs continues looking at both Ashley and Michael. Ashley gasps. Is that a ghost? Asked Ashley. Yeah, he must have killed my brother, said Michael. Elevator dings. Both Ashley and Michael look. Ashley sees Mountain Jack. I see another ghost, said Ashley. Let me see. Michael puts on glasses. Mountain Jack pulls on the chain. An object moves from Mountain Jack's chest. "We're trapped," said Michael. Mountain Jack walks off the elevator. Michael looks at the door. Nibs is gone. Michael opens the door, grabs Ashley's arm, and then pulls her. Door shuts. Both Ashley and Michael are running. Ashley stops. "Michael, my dad," said Ashley. "We have to come back for him." "Let's go, into the car," said Michael. Doors open, then shut. Car drives away. "Where are we going?" asked Ashley. "To a friend's house." The car stops then turns off. Doors open, then shut. "Lisa! Ron! Girls!" yelled Michael. Door opens. Footsteps walking. "Hey Michael, come on in," said Ron, appearing. Footsteps walking. "Ron, I need your help." "Do you know anything about ghosts?" asked Michael. "Some, why?" asked Ron. "You heard my brother was dead, right?" Ron nods. "Well, me and her fell into trouble. There are ghosts out there in the world. And they aren't nice. But we can see them with these," said Michael. Ron puts on glasses. "These glasses, do you have any more of them?" asked Ron. Box opens. "3 more pairs," said Michael. "They seem pretty flimsy. I'll work on these." "But what did these ghosts look like?" asked Ron. "Well, we only saw 2. One looked like a mountain climber. The other had a half of a head, no lower half, and knives for hands," said Michael. Let me get back to you," said Ron. Both Ashley and Michael are walking towards the car. Doors open, then shut. Ashley opens the box. "Could I look at this?" asked Ashley. "Go ahead." The car starts, then drives away. Ashley is looking through the book, then gasps. "Is something wrong?" asked Michael. "Look at these pictures." Michael stops the car and then looks. "Doesn't he look familiar?" asked Ashley. Mountain Jack appears in the picture. "Geez, let me see that." Pages flipping. Other pictures appear. "Here's the other one," said Michael. Nibs appears. "How many are there?" asked Ashley. "I counted 5 of them," said Michael. Car drives away. "Where are we going?" asked Ashley. "To see an old friend," said Michael. People talking. Both Lacey and Tyler are walking into the restaurant. Door opens. Both Lacey and Tyler sit down next to the window. The car drives, then stops. Tires squealing. Doors open, then shut. Both Ashley and Michael are running into the restaurant. "Whoa, sir, you can't go in there," said waiter 1. "You don't understand. This is very important," said Michael, looking to his left. NN appears walking around, then sees both Ashley and Michael. "Sir, just wait your turn," said waiter 1. Michael slowly walks backward. "Come on, Ashley." NN runs towards both Ashley and Michael. "Run," said Michael. Both Ashley and Michael are running out of the restaurant. NN hits waiter 1. Waiter 1 flies into the table. Both Ashley and Michael get into the car. NN goes through the front door. Car drives away. NN follows. Ashley grabs the book. "Do you think they have a weakness?" asked Ashley. "I don't know." "Here, put these on," said Michael. Ashley puts on glasses, looks into the rearview mirror, sees Sewing Susie, then screams. "Another one," said Ashley. Michael looks. Sewing Susie swings the needle, then hits Ashley's shoulder. Ashley screams. Michael steps onto the brake. Sewing Susie goes through the windshield. "You alright?" asked Michael. "Yeah, look," said Ashley. Cyborgman, Mountain Jack, Nibs, NN, and Sewing Susie appear in front of the car. Michael changes gears. "Hold on," said Michael. The car drives backwards, then turns around. Gears shifting. Car drives away. "Where now?" asked Ashley. "To get my friend and then your father," said Michael. Screwdriver moving. Talking on TV. Both Brandy and Katie are watching TV. Jack is reading a book. "Hey honey," said Lisa. "Hey honey, oh, Michael stopped by. He wants me to fix these," said Ron. View goes into glasses. Cyborgman appears. Lisa walks into the living room. "Hey kids," said Lisa. "Hi Mom," said all three kids. "There, now they aren't flimsy," said Ron, putting on glasses. Cyborgman grunts. Ron gets startled, then steps backward. Cyborgman raises a baseball bat, then swings it. A baseball bat hits Ron. Ron falls, spits up blood, and then groans. Lisa runs into the kitchen. "Ron," said Lisa. Ron looks at Lisa. A baseball bat smashes Ron's face in. Blood sprays. "Lisa!" Lisa screams. All three kids run into the kitchen. Car stops. Michael sees Lacey in the restaurant, runs towards the window, then starts banging on it. "Lacey, I need to talk to you," said Michael. "I'll be right back." Lacey walks outside. "What's wrong with you?" asked Lacey. "I know what killed my brother." "It was a ghost," said Michael. "A ghost? Ghosts don't exist," said Lacey. "I thought the same. Ashley, look." Both Ashley and Michael see both Mountain Jack and Nibs. "Tyler, get out," said Michael. "I'm going back inside," said Lacey. "Wait, do you see any ghosts next to Tyler?" asked Michael. Lacey shakes her head. Michael hands glasses. "Put these on, then look where Tyler is," said Michael. Lacey puts on glasses and then sees ghosts. "What?" said Lacey. Nibs gets onto the table, looks at the three of them, then swings his knife hand. A knife cuts Tyler's throat. Tyler gasps, then falls. Lacey screams. "We need to leave," said Michael. All three are running. Car drives away. Lacey crying. "Shhhhh, it's alright." "I'm sorry," said Ashley. "Damn, it's my fault for Tyler's death," said Michael. "No, it ain't," said Ashley. "Let's go get your father." Car stops. Doors open. The building door opens. "Come on, slowly." "All right. We'll take the stairs." "They could stop the elevator," said Michael. All three are running upstairs. Footsteps walking. Door opens. "Dad, are you here?" asked Ashley, walking into the kitchen. Michael sees the back room, then starts walking. Door opens. Eugene is lying on bed. "Eugene, Eugene." Michael rolls Eugene onto his back. Eugene's eyes and mouth are sewn. "Ashley, in here," said Michael. Ashley walks into the bedroom. Dad, no." "Dad," said Ashley. Shadow passes. Michael looks. Giggling in the distance. Sewing Susie appears. Michael shuts the door. This won't last long. Michael opens the window, looks down, and then sees the entrance. All right, give me some sheets. I'll lower you both down. Sheets being tied together. Banging on the door. Lacey is being lowered. Lock being moved. Ashley, come on. There's nothing we can do, said Michael. Ashley walks toward Michael. Door opens. Sewing Susie trips Ashley. Ashley is being pulled. Michael grabs Ashley's hand. Don't let go of me, said Ashley slowly slipping. You're slipping. Michael loses grip. Ashley is being dragged. Ashley, said Michael. Ashley continues to be dragged. Michael is running towards Ashley. Michael, said Ashley as she's being pulled into the darkness, then echoes. Michael stops. Footsteps approaching from darkness. NN appears. The other four appear, then surround Michael. You want a piece of me? Come on, you killed my brother. What are you waiting for? Asked Michael, spotting the book, then grabs it. All five ghosts disappear. Michael. Michael. The building door opens. Michael walking. Michael, where's Ashley? Asked Lacey. Dead. The ghosts got her. Phone ringing. Hello. Static on the phone. Lisa muffling. Lisa, hello. Phone clicks. Dial tone. We need to get to my cousin's house quickly, said Michael. Doors open, then shut. Car drives away. What's happening? Asked Lacey. The ghosts may have gotten to my cousins. I can't let them. They took too much away from me. Car stops. Doors open. Footsteps walking. Door opens. Squeaking in distance. Lisa, Ron, Katie, Brandy, Jack, said Michael. Lacey pulls out the flashlight and then turns it on. Here. Lacey gasps. Over here, said Lacey. Light shining on Ron's body. That's Ron. A shadow goes past. Light shining. Whimpering in the distance. Both Lacey and Michael are walking. All three kids appear. Hey guys, where's your mother? Asked Michael. In the kitchen, said Brandy. Stay with them. Michael is walking into the kitchen. Lisa's body appears. Lisa. Lisa gets rolled into her back. Michael sees her throat cut. Damn. Footsteps walking. We need to leave. NN grunts. The back door, said Michael. All five are running. Door opens. All five continue running. Car doors open, shut, and then drive away. Where are we going? Asked Lacey. I have a plan. The car stops in the parking lot. Door opens. Michael grabs the book. Get to safety. I need to finish this myself, said Michael. Michael, be careful, said Lacey. Car drives away. Michael walks towards GHYST tower. Vent opens. Michael crawls through the vent. Ghosts appear. Michael jumps into the office. The office door opens. Michael walks, stops, then opens the book. Pages flip, then stop. This is it. I need your help. Michael chanting. Light appears. Book rises. Chanting gets louder. Michael stops. Book falls. Hopefully, that worked. Ghosts appear behind Michael. Michael turns around. Sewing Susie giggles. Squealing down the hallway. All look. Steve appears. Ghosts slowly turn around. Jason appears. Lights flickering. The ceiling tile lifts up. Jessica appears. "Get them," said Michael. "Ghosts are fighting each other." Michael grabs the book, opens it, and then starts chanting. Nibs looks at Michael. Michael runs, climbs into the vent, then starts crawling. Building shaking. Michael continues crawling. Sewing Susie giggles. Michael looks. Sewing Susie grabs Michael's lips, then sticks a needle into them. Jessica appears, then grabs Sewing Susie. "Michael, go," said Jessica in Michael's mind. Michael crawls out of the vent, then places the cover over it. Ghosts grunting. Building collapses. Michael running. Horn honks. Michael looks. "You all right?" asked Lacey. Michael nods, then walks towards the car. A collapsed building appears. Bricks moving. Sewing Susie appears, then giggles. The end.